Tommy Battle, the mayor of Huntsville, is waging a legal war against his own county's district attorney in a criminal case involving a Huntsville police officer who was indicted for murder in the fatal shooting of a mentally ill man. Man, that sentence got crazier and crazier as we went along, but here's this. The Huntsville citizens are paying for the officer's legal fees for his criminal defense, thanks to the city council. You know, for an entity that represents a city that prides itself over its engineering and technology, that idea doesn't sound very smart. Thanks to the reporting of AL.com's Ashley Remkiss and Paul Gaddis, we know the following details. On April 3rd, 49-year-old Jeffrey Parker called the police and said he was suicidal and had a gun. Huntsville police said a few officers commanded Parker to drop the gun, and when he didn't, Officer William Darby fatally shot Parker. That's it. That's all we know because the city refused to share the body cam footage with the public. The police department's review board cleared Darby of all wrongdoing, saying that he was just following department policy. But Darby didn't get the all clear just yet. As the county district attorney, Rob Broussard, said he was gravely concerned when he reviewed the investigative file and questioned whether or not the shooting was justifiable. County prosecutors presented evidence to the grand jury who then indicted Darby for murder. And surprising everyone, in a case that was never on the public's radar, the grand jury indicted a uniformed police officer for shooting a man who had a gun. There isn't any example of this happening in Huntsville before. On August 3rd, the day of Darby's indictment, the Huntsville police chief stood up for his employee and said that Darby is by no means a murderer. An attorney representing Parker's estate said that the victim's family was pleased with the indictment. The attorney said that the case illustrates the need for police officers to be trained more on how to deal with the mentally ill. But the mayor and the city council made their position even clearer. Mayor Battle even released a statement the day of the indictment saying, "As a valued and responsible member of our force, he, as in Darby, acted in accordance with his training." A circuit court judge has prohibited police and attorneys from speaking about the case publicly. Shortly after the indictment, Mayor Battle urged city council members to use taxpayer dollars to fund Darby's defense. The council agreed to the expense, which could cost the city $75,000. One council member, a former cop, dissented. He described paying for a police officer's defense fees as unprecedented. Then the city refused a subpoena from the county prosecutors asking for materials, which included witness statements from the review board that cleared Darby. Prosecutors called on the court to force the city to comply with their subpoena. And the court came through, forcing the city to give up audio and video recordings. Huntsvillians, you should be concerned about this because your money is being used in a battle of elected officials versus elected officials. Party is not an issue here. Both the mayor and the DA are Republicans. The issue is what repercussions, if any, do police officers face for using deadly force in difficult situations? And what does the public get to know about these situations? The shooting was captured by multiple police officers' body cameras, and the city refused a public records request from AL.com asking for footage and Darby's personnel file. So it might be a little while before we figure out whether the shooting is justifiable or not, but one thing is clear, Huntsvillians, you're paying for a criminal case that you know little about. I'm Star Dunnigan with Reckon. If you like what Reckon is doing, you can follow us on Reckon by AL.com on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching.